Hi, I'm Jake.
And I'm Lexi.
We're brother and sister, and we're the creators of the Exodus trading card game.
We grew up playing virtually every TCG and CCG that was on the market. It was through playing these games that we realized there was room for innovation in the genre, something new that hadn't been done before, and that's how Exodus was born.
We wanted to create a card game that was fast-paced and easy to learn, and yet had endless strategic depth to it. The game in its base form is deceptively simple, with 5 to 10 minutes average playtime, but once you really get into it, it's a game that grows with you as the player.
With Exodus, we're bridging the gap between collectability and gameplay, where there are literally rules and abilities that only affect cards of certain rarities. We call this the rarity mechanic. That means you won't just want to fill your deck with expensive, high-rarity cards, but instead think about balancing it with various amounts of each rarity.
We started our company Existence Games in 2012 after spending an entire year developing the game and perfecting it through endless playtesting and market research. Our first card prototypes were literally index cards made at the kitchen table, and it was with these that we created and fleshed out all of Exodus's mechanics and created the first Dragon and Angel starter decks.
After finding our first print-on-demand company, we spent the next 2 years in our soft launch phase, where we visited all of our local game stores and tested the market by setting up demo days and building our first player base. We quickly sold out of our first few print runs, and it wasn't long before it came time to transition to offset printing to meet larger demands.
In 2014, we officially launched the Exodus TCG with Premier Edition starter decks and our first booster set, Galaxy Tides. That year, we exhibited at Gamma Trade Show and acquired national distribution, and have since been in talks with international distributors as well. By traveling the West Coast exhibiting at countless conventions, as well as showcasing at Gen Con since 2016, we've steadily grown the game's following and have built what we found to be a very loyal player base.
When we started this business, we said to ourselves, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. A motto that's now stuck with us over the years. And what that meant for us was a business approach of never taking any shortcuts, never settling, and doing any and all research needed to produce the absolute best quality for our product. With only 2 of us in this company, we definitely wear a lot of hats and do just about everything ourselves, which gives us the first-hand experience in all these different fields, as well as ensures that things continually fall in line with our vision. From game design, R&D, marketing, and web development to art direction, communications, videography, and more, we learned how to do all of these things, not just to save on costs, but so that we were informed and would be capable of operating every part of our company.
We've been very blessed to have the support of our family through this, and definitely couldn't do it without them. I remember approaching our parents on the day we finally decided to make the Exodus trading card game a reality, and they smiled and said, "Go for it. And if you want to make a card game as your business, we're behind you." They've since helped us out a lot, especially with convention traveling and just keeping us lifted up throughout every stage of the business. Our family life actually plays a pretty big role in how Exodus was designed. As kids growing up, we could never get adults to sit down and play a game with us, as everybody knew how time-consuming the commitment was, not to mention how difficult to learn a lot of games were. And we wanted to solve that age-old issue by creating a 10-minute trading card game that was easy enough at entry level for anyone to learn and could still be competitive and strategic as you dive further into the game.
We've also always loved fantasy, but noticed that the genre is very saturated with dark themes and lots of inappropriate content. As Christians, this was an even bigger deal to us, and it became important that we didn't follow the fantasy trends and bring more demons, dark overlords, and strip chicks into the market. There's already enough of that out there anyway. We thought, why couldn't fantasy be cool without all the controversial undertones and inappropriate themes? So as we designed each of the cards and got into art direction, we committed to making sure that the whole game would be both epic and safe for younger gamers and families that play.
With game design and with each new expansion to the game, we deliberately take the time to flesh out every last detail, from rigorous playtesting, making sure the new cards are balanced with existing sets, carefully handpicking artists and directing the art, and maintaining high quality and value throughout all the cards and packaging. Because of our attention to detail and passion to give players actual good value when they buy new cards, along with the fact that there's only 2 of us running the company, new sets are scheduled to release once a year. And while this may be a longer stretch between expansions than most gamers are used to, you will always have our guarantee that we will continue to be innovative and bring fresh ideas to the table. So there's no stagnation, but yet we'll always stay true to the heart of the game.
We're firm on our promise that new Exodus expansions will never have reprints of older cards or have rotations, and we'll continue to create brand new foil treatments with every major set release. We're also committed to keeping no ban lists so that every card that's printed in the game will always be 100% tournament legal, and you have the freedom to show off those cards either in your collection or your competitive decks.
Our company and our game Exodus intentionally operates very differently from the major competitors that are out there. While this is a family-owned business, we're also a very serious game company that's here to stay.
We've done the research and know what we're up against, and because of this, we've designed the Exodus TCG from the ground up with things like the rarity mechanic and no ban list in mind.
While we believe that Exodus tends to a lot of needs in the TCG world, we're not here to try and replace any other card game, but rather offer an innovative alternative with both short-term and long-term value for players, collectors, retailers, and distributors alike. This game has been tested and has proven itself with people from all walks of life, from both hardcore and casual gamers, adults, and children as young as 6 and 7, both families and individuals, and people who have never touched a game in their life before.
We're so pleased to see so much diversity in the players. This Exodus is truly a game that anyone of any experience level can enjoy and really get into. Even if you like the game just for the artwork, it's highly collectible as well, with cards that already go from $5, $10, to even $1,000.
It's our goal that gamers and people like you will find Exodus and see all the potential that this game really has to offer.
This truly is our childhood dream coming to life, but as we previously mentioned, we're in it for the long haul. We'll continually strive to bring our players the highest possible value with their cards and pour every ounce of our creativity into this to keep bringing you something fresh and exciting.
Whether you're searching for a fast-paced game that you can play in 10 minutes, looking for a TCG with all new mechanics, or just want something new to try out with your friends or family, we hope you'll find something in Exodus that really caters to you. We're very accessible, so if you ever have questions about the game, or might be looking to start an Exodus group, run tournaments or events, or even stock the game in your store as a retailer, please reach out to us. We love hearing from people and are always here to support you and keep you guys going.
Organized Play is also about to launch with a unique interactive system that allows players to compete on the leaderboards by playing in real-life tournaments. You can even affect the game's storyline based on the types of decks that you play. Whether you're a player or retailer, now is a great time to pick up Exodus and start getting into this game because we have so many great things planned and scheduled for the upcoming future.
Finally, we thank you, the player, viewer, and supporter of Exodus. It's those of you who have helped us get this far, and we're thrilled to go forward from here with all of you.
We sincerely hope you enjoy the game, and we'll see you across the table.
Existence Games!
Woo!
Awesome. Finished it strong.
Yay.
Take 6.
We're not going to keep track of how many takes,
Nope.
because it's going to be a lot.
This whole take is messed.
We committed to making sure that the whole... Dang it, you threw me off!
Dude,
Ah,
come on.
ah, ah.
Terrible.
We try, but we fail.
Try it again.
Nice.
There's a man back there.
Oh, man.
Shoot, it's gone. Oh no.
That's real bad.
We're firm in our promise that new Exodus expansions will never...
Nice.
Dang it. Exodus. Exodus. I should know the name of my own game. Shameful. Sorry.
I got-
So close.
Yeah, nearly dead, nearly dead.
Oh my gosh. I can't start unless you're next to me.
I'm gonna move.
That was brisk.
That was-
Existence games. This chair is hurting my thighs.
We've done the
That's my line.
My eyes are blurring.
Oh god.
Have helped us get this far, and we're thrilled. Why did you do that? I memorized it. You messed me up.
I should have looked away.
Existence Games.
That's a wrap, folks.
Wow.
We're a bunch of fools. I'm so sorry. I truly am.
That's going in the bloopers.
I have so many regrets.
You wanted bloopers, you got 'em.
And we got him. Hey. Oh, we had 2 lines left. I'm shot. Time to get some B-roll. My face hurts.
Yeah, mine does too.